Hello, welcome to Chavez Elementary Virtual Parent Orientation. Let's get to know Ms. Holden. One of the best ways to contact me is email holdend@bcsd.com. Welcome to my class. Hello from room 11. Our focus for the first week is to learn the procedures for each subject, get to know each other, and shake off all remnants of summer to gear up for a productive and exciting year. I am encouraged by Chavez's parents and students' commitment to education and know that Chavez will continue to excel in all areas of the curriculum. My 16th year at Chavez and my 38th year teaching will begin in distance learning. I am particularly suited for distance learning. Here at Chavez, I have been 98% paperless for the last 7 years. I have been preparing for this since they sent us home last March. I am very excited to show you how I can integrate the lessons into the day using technology. During my career, I have spent over 20 years as a technology mentor, teaching teachers how to use technology effectively in the classroom for both Bakersfield City School District and Kern County Superintendent of Schools. I look forward to getting to know all of my students, parents, and families. Getting to know you will be a great asset as we work together to enhance your child's educational experience. District school and teacher expectations. BCSD virtual learning protocols. Legal notice regarding recording, visitation, and observation of virtual classrooms and meetings. Students and parents' guardians shall not attempt to record any virtual instruction or other element of the virtual classroom. California Education Code Section 51512 prohibits the use of any recording device in a classroom, be it in person or virtual, without the written permission of the classroom teacher and the site principal. Further, Penal Code Section 632 prohibits the use of a recording device to eavesdrop upon or record individuals without the consent of all parties involved. The district asserts that there's a reasonable expectation of privacy and confidentiality exists within a classroom, be it in person or virtual, as classrooms are not open to the public. Therefore, the recording or posting of any classroom activity, conversation, instruction, or other activity is expressly forbidden. Daily attendance procedures. Daily attendance will be taken by 8:30. Students who are not logged in by 8:30 will receive a phone call. Please ensure your contact information is up to date. School site support staff will make contact to identify why the student is not logged in. They will also support the student with troubleshooting any issue. Grades. My grading system is very straightforward. Students complete daily practice exercises to become proficient at the various objectives in each subject area, and approximately once a week they will be tested on those standards. The test scores will be entered into the grade book. Missing work means lost learning. My goal is that there will be no lost learning in my class. District grading. Students will receive grades for virtual learning. 3rd through 8th grade students will be graded using letter grades. 90% or above is A, exceeds expectations. 80 to 89% would be a B. 70 to 79% would be a C. And D's and F's would be lower than that. Students will submit their work through Google Classroom. Teachers will use the following to determine grades: student assignments submitted through Google Classroom, assessments, student engagement, student growth and mastery of standards over time. Progress report. Grading for the 2021 school year will be based on a trimester system. The first trimester progress reports sent home October 2nd, report cards sent home November 13th. The second trimester is over February 26th, and the third trimester is over somewhere between June 1st and June 8th, according to the new calendar. These scores are accessible through Aries Parent Portal. You can see report cards and attendance. What is a flipped classroom? A flipped classroom is a type of blended learning where students are introduced to content at home and practice working through it at school. This is the reverse of the more common practice of introducing new content at school, then assigning homework and projects to be completed by the student independently at home. In this blended learning approach, face-to-face interaction is mixed with independent study, usually via technology. In a common flipped classroom scenario, students might watch pre-recorded videos at home, then come to school to do the homework, armed with questions and at least some background knowledge. Navigating Zoom for live instruction. Every morning, the students will log into Zoom from the Google Classroom, Social Emotional Learning class, and the daily check-in activity. That's where they will find the Zoom link. What to do if you or I become disconnected from our call? Persevere. You should get right back in, never give up, try again. In Zoom, always have appropriate Zoom behavior, use kind words in small groups, regular classroom accepted behavior and language. Student commitments. Students know their BCSD username and password. Students log in on time to their teacher's Zoom meeting at the start of each day and at every assigned time. Students will use earbuds or headphones when on Zoom. Students will practice good behavior when engaged in Zoom calls, including when working collaboratively with other students. Students will complete all assignments via Google Classroom. Parent commitments. Parents will help their children by creating a learning space in their home. Parents will ensure the home learning space is quiet and free from distractions during live learning time. Parents can help their children by organizing their students' learning materials and placing them in a space accessible by the child. Parents will maintain regular communication with their children's teacher by using Parent Square, Aries communication. Our Zoom etiquette. I expect the students to be on time. Allow yourself time to wake up and get ready. Have your tech charged, plug it in before you go to bed. And when you come to Zoom, be prepared to learn, to get to work. Presentation, can we see you? Can we hear you? Are you in a quiet space in your home? Students must leave their video on and have their mics ready to talk when asked to. If the teacher's teaching, mute your microphone. Headphones, use headphones if you have them. It makes it easier to hear and less disruptive to others in your home. Be responsible. Put away all distractions. Your words matter. Please share them with kindness. And remember, mistakes are for learning. Participation. Be focused, be attentive, be kind, be an active participant. Google Classroom etiquette. Stay organized. Use the to-do list. Check assignments and due dates. Check your calendar. Stay on top of tasks. Have a schedule. Have a routine. One bite at a time. Take lunch breaks and body breaks. We will all be good digital citizens. Be smart online. Be digitally responsible. Keep your personal info private and search smart. Use good keywords. Check your messages. Check Classcraft messages daily. Check the Google Classroom stream. Check classroom assignments for grades and comments from your teacher. When you're working in group responsibly. All mics are on in small groups. Send messages to the teacher in Classcraft for help with your group. Ask for help. Large group, small group, ask for help. Remember to ask for help from your teacher if you are confused. Ask for help at home using Classcraft. Ask for help. Daily to-do list. Morning routine is the same as last year when we were getting up and ready for school face-to-face. Wake up in plenty of time to get ready, be dressed, and have finished your breakfast before entering Zoom. Absolutely no eating during Zoom meetings. Students may have anything they want as a drink. We will pause for snacks and lunch. Have an assigned area free from distractions. Make sure every night to plug in your Chromebook to recharge. Log into Zoom no later than 8:15. Link is posted in the SEL Google Classroom daily. Zoom remains open all day. Students must have video on and be prepared to turn mic on at any time. Students may turn off their video during recess and lunchtime, but stay in the Zoom meeting. Students who do not complete assignments in the time given must complete that work after school hours. Our Google Classroom, we have a science classroom, reading, writing, math, ancient civilizations, social emotional learning, and instructional technology. Our daily to-do list. I will share this with you, hopefully by Friday afternoon every week. It will have the next week's assignments. By clicking on the underlined link, you will jump straight to the Google Classroom assignment. From 8:15 to 8:35 every day, we take roll, we do the flag salute, we have morning greetings, successes and celebrations all week. And at the end of the week, the weekly check-in, what worked, what didn't work, what can we do better next week. 8:35 to 8:55 is social emotional learning. The first weeks will be getting to know you, building community, team building, working in groups, and sharing successes and celebrations. From 8:55 to 9:25, we have instructional technology lessons. I want you to know that while I am teaching a technology skill, I will be layering that by teaching a concept we are learning in the classroom. It won't be just learning technology. 9:25 to 9:35 is virtual recess. It's okay to turn off the video, go run around, do what needs to be done, come back, and back to work. 9:35 to 10:35 is reading. We'll start with our novel. The first week, we're reading Johnny Tremaine by Esther Forbes. We'll be reading in whole groups. By the second week, I will expect the students to understand the reading routine and to be able to read independently at home. 10:35 to 11:35 is math, large group and small group meetings. We will go over the previous day's assignments. Students are able to ask questions and prepare for the next day's lesson. Each math lesson depends on the lesson before, so it's very important that students keep up with their math practice. 11:35 to 11:45 is social emotional learning, successes and celebrations. So another 10 minutes to sit and mention or do shout outs for students that have something to share. 11:45 to 1 o'clock is a nice long lunchtime for the kids. It incorporates the teacher prep time. At 1 o'clock to 1:45, we'll be back in the classroom working hard. We start with English language development. I'll introduce vocabulary. We'll study vocabulary in the novel, all kinds of academic vocabulary in social studies, science, reading, writing, you name it, we study it. 1:45 to 2:45 will be practice groups the first week, practicing Zoom grouping. We will practice math one day, practice reading groups the next day. We'll have a writing assignment to do after lunch. I give them more time to work on their writing. You'll notice that Wednesday is a shorter day. Students are released earlier. And from 2:45 to 3:15 is Ms. Holden's office hours. I will have a Zoom meeting open. Parents are encouraged to check into the Zoom to ask any questions or just to chat, get to know each other. Also, the students can log in during those times to ask for help with any homework or assignments they want to talk about. Instructional material. Of course, we need internet access. You need a Chromebook or personal device approved by Ms. Holden. Using a cell phone to do their lessons is not a good idea. I prefer a mouse. Some kids have Bluetooth mice. Earbuds, absolutely necessary. Personal headsets are encouraged. District websites, we will be using all kinds of digital resources through the district websites. A specified study area is needed at home with a desk or a table in a quiet place. 2 Chromebooks in one room will cause problems for both, so if you can separate children in different rooms, that would help. I want the students sitting in a chair, at a table, or at a desk. Do not sit on the couch. Do not sit on your bed. Resources provided by the school should have already been picked up, the math book, paper and pencils, notebooks, etc. This is Classcraft. Classcraft is a behavior reward system. Students are rewarded for being on time, for participating, and for good scores in their classwork. They will be put into teams. They want to encourage their teammates and help each other learn. They're rewarded points individually and as teams. Parents can also reward Classcraft points if students are behaving at home, keeping their room clean, etc. My YouTube channel. Synchronous, live, and asynchronous assigned learning. What's the difference? Synchronous means I will be there, we will be talking. These are all live actions during the day. Morning check-in, social emotional learning, instructional technology, reading literature as a whole group, math groups, large groups and small groups, Kahoot review activities, vocabulary practice activities, a vocabulary jam, Kahoot review and practice, history and social studies, embedded in nonfiction reading activities. We have new digital resources for our ancient civilizations. Science, we have some at-home activities planned if we can get all the parts together and it'll work. Also, science is embedded in nonfiction reading activities through one of the district websites, Achieve 3000, also known as TeenBiz. These are assignments that will be given in Google Classroom, asynchronous or assigned learning. They will still be on the Chromebook. Instructional technology application, I will teach the students how to do a skill and I will expect them to practice that skill as they complete their work throughout the day. They will be reading literature independently. They will be reading nonfiction articles independently. Math direct instruction is flipped. They will be watching the lesson on a YouTube channel and then completing their work. Math independent practice is done daily. Vocabulary activities and Kahoot. These are all assigned learning without the teacher actively engaged. My YouTube channel, Asynchronous Learning. YouTube, a valuable educational tool, not just cat videos, a classroom in your pocket. Beyond the delivery of lecture content, free video on-demand platforms are being adapted for a variety of educational uses. The creation of subject-specific playlists, the flipped classroom where the students do work outside of class, then meet to discuss. Student-produced reflective videos, assessment and feedback, and various blended learning formats. All of these possibilities allow for very flexible delivery to smartphones and tablet computers, as well as the more traditional desktop PCs, laptops, and Chromebooks. Homework. It is my intention that the students will be required to complete 1 hour maximum of homework each day. That means if they've spent more than an hour or an hour working on their math and their writing, stop. I do not want them to spend 2 hours on an assignment I gave them for 1 hour. I plan to make assignments that can be done offline in order to help reduce the screen time for students. Students will be expected to complete assignments at home during the class day. If these assignments are not completed in time, students may have to spend time after school to get their work done. Parent Square and extra help. How to register for Parent Square. Download the Parent Square app, register using your email address or cell phone number. The number should match the number you have on file with your school. If your email or phone number is not recognized by Parent Square, call your school office and ask them to update your contract information. Create your password and confirm your password. You will receive a registration code via email or text. Enter your registration code and click Verify. Thank you. Please send all questions through email if you watched this on YouTube. If you're in the meeting with me, now it's time for questions.